Giannis Antetokounmpo is celebrated for his extraordinary loyalty to the Milwaukee Bucks, the franchise that took a chance on him as a skinny teenager from Greece. Over the years, he rewarded that faith with spectacular growth, 2 MVP trophies, and a championship in 2021. His journey from humble beginnings to superstar status captivated basketball fans worldwide, and for a while, it seemed as though no rumor could shake his commitment to the team that molded him. Yet, recent whispers suggest the tides may be turning. The Bucks have made drastic changes, from swapping key players to cycling through coaches, and their postseason performance has been anything but reassuring. Now, the NBA world is holding its breath to see how long Giannis's unwavering devotion can withstand the pressure of unmet championship expectations. The 2021 title was nothing short of triumphant. Giannis dropped a historic 50-point performance in the finals, etching his name among the game's elite. That magical run also appeared to end all the speculation about whether he'd ever need to leave Milwaukee to capture a ring. Instead, he won right where he began, and the city erupted in celebration, hailing him as the hometown hero who chose the tougher, more gratifying path. But the gleam of a trophy can fade quickly, and in the seasons that followed, the Bucks discovered how brutal the NBA could be. A couple of early playoff exits, amid injuries and roster inconsistencies, stirred new doubts, raising the dreaded question: is Giannis losing faith in Milwaukee's ability to stay at the top? Behind closed doors, the Milwaukee organization has wrestled with instability. They parted ways with longtime head coach Mike Budenholzer after another disappointing postseason, only to make additional coaching shifts mid-year. Now, Doc Rivers is at the helm, tasked with restoring unity and driving the team toward another deep playoff run. The changes didn't stop there. Key players have come and gone in rapid succession, reflecting a front office desperate to keep Giannis satisfied. Drew Holiday, the defensive anchor who helped steer them to a championship, was traded away for Damian Lillard, a star known for shooting brilliance but less heralded for shutdown defense. Chris Middleton, once praised as Giannis's perfect sidekick, was shipped off for a fresh face in Kyle Kuzma. Even beloved veterans like Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis faced their own challenges, whether it was age, injuries, or suspensions. Such rapid roster turnover can create a sense of unease, even for a franchise player who prefers stability. Giannis has always valued consistency and a clearly defined identity. The Bucks, once a balanced two-way machine known for suffocating defense and timely shooting, now look radically different. On any given night, their success hinges on how well Lillard and Antetokounmpo mesh on the offensive end, while the defense sometimes appears to be a relic of the past. Even more concerning is the notion that if Giannis were to miss time due to injury, there's no guaranteed safety net to keep the team afloat. That precarious situation weighs heavily on a player who prizes winning above all else. Still, Giannis remains vocal about his desire to retire as a Milwaukee Buck, even as rumors swirl. He's never publicly demanded a trade or teased the media with suggestions that he'd like to join a big market team. But for all his loyalty, he's equally transparent in explaining that winning multiple titles is his top priority. If the Bucks can no longer offer a realistic path to that goal, he'll explore alternatives. That blunt honesty, while refreshing, is also chilling to a small market franchise for whom Giannis represents not just a star, but the embodiment of hope, pride, and economic prosperity. Without him, Milwaukee risks falling into a prolonged slump, the kind many small market teams find difficult to escape. This year's playoffs feel like a powder keg. The Bucks haven't escaped the first or second round since their title run, which has only magnified talk of an impending crossroads. If they stumble again in similar fashion, all bets are off. A fully healthy Giannis and an upgraded offense with Dame Lillard should, on paper, lead to a deep postseason charge. If it doesn't, that would confirm the suspicions of skeptics who argue that this roster is more smoke than fire. Milwaukee's front office is acutely aware of how significant this playoff run is, and the sense of urgency is palpable. The entire league seems to be waiting, ready to pounce if the Bucks can't keep Giannis content. Speculation about his next destination is already rampant. The New York Knicks always seem to pop up when a superstar's discontent surfaces. The Knicks offer a major media market, storied history, and an owner seemingly willing to spend whatever it takes. Yet, assembling the right trade package might be tricky, especially since the Knicks have moved assets around to acquire other pieces. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers are forever a candidate, a franchise with a legacy of attracting legends and the potential to clear cap space for a massive signing in future off-seasons. Miami looms as well, led by a front office with a history of luring big names and a culture that appeals to Giannis's competitive spirit. Other franchises like Houston or Brooklyn could theoretically cobble together attractive packages of young talent and draft picks, banking on a complete rebrand if Giannis heads their way. The truth is, nearly every NBA team would stand in line for a shot to land him. The question is whether Milwaukee will be cornered into a position where they have no choice but to listen to offers. If the Bucks manage a solid postseason, or even come within striking distance of another finals appearance, talk of a Giannis exit could die down. But if they suffer yet another early defeat, that conversation might explode, marking the beginning of one of the most high-stakes trade sagas in recent memory. For now, Bucks fans hope that the moves made, trading for Lillard, bringing in Kuzma, and hiring Doc Rivers, will mesh into a revitalized contender. The best-case scenario is that Giannis, Dame, and the supporting cast regain the defensive grit and offensive fluidity that made Milwaukee so formidable. If that happens, everyone can breathe a collective sigh of relief, and Giannis can continue building his legacy in the only NBA home he's ever known. If not, the swirling rumors could crystallize into reality. The man who once carried an entire city's championship dreams could soon carry them elsewhere. In the end, Giannis's future hinges on the Bucks' capacity to keep pace with his championship aspirations. His loyalty is genuine, but it has clear, unwavering limits. As each postseason game tips off, the stakes extend far beyond a mere victory or defeat. A deep playoff run can solidify Giannis's commitment. Another short-lived exit might prompt him to seek greener pastures. For the rest of the league, the idea of Giannis in a different uniform is both thrilling and terrifying. For Milwaukee, it could signal a heartbreaking end to an era. The ultimate outcome rests on whether the Bucks can rediscover the spark that once made them unstoppable, or whether that 2021 run will remain a precious, fleeting memory for a superstar eager to add more rings to his legacy.